guys. So grab a cushion to sit on if you find that sitting on a cushion is a little helpful for those tight hips. And then I want you to grab your ball. And let's just place your ball between your thighs just to have a little bit of that connection. You can sit down without a cushion. I just find most of us have really tight hips. So sitting up a little bit can be super helpful to relieve that tension. So we're just going to start off with our breath work. And I want you guys to think about this ball, the shape of the ball kind of mirroring what's going on in your ribs. So when we're expanding our breath, we're going to release the tension on the ball. And when we're exhaling, so inhale, release tension, and exhale, I want you to feel like you're gently squeezing the ball. So just to start off with, it's just being held between your thighs. You're going to sit up nice and tall. So think right on top of those sits bones, hands just resting on the front of your shins. And let's just breathe in and just let the legs kind of relax, but still holding on to the ball. So don't let them relax so much. And as you exhale, let's start to blow out through pursed lips and gently squeeze the ball. So inhale, we're releasing the ball. We're feeling that movement of our legs go out. And then as you exhale, gently squeeze the ball. And as you feel your inner thighs working, see if you can release that tightness in your hip flexors if you're feeling that at all. And again, breathing in, release the tension on the ball, feel that expansion into the side and back ribs. And as you exhale, blowing out and gently squeezing the ball. As you inhale, release the ball. And now we're going to see if we can move into that forward fold. So as you exhale, gently squeeze the ball, round forward over your thighs. Let your hands slide down the front of your shins. Breathe into your back body. And as you exhale, slowly restack the spine, release the tension. So as you're going through this, I want you to notice how your body feels as well. Breathing in and exhale, gently squeeze the ball. Rounding forward, sliding your hands towards your ankles. Breathe into your back body. And then as you exhale, squeeze the ball again. Slowly roll all the way up. Inhale, release the tension. And then exhale, nod your chin round forward. Gently squeeze the ball. Lots to think about here. Breathe into your back body. And then exhale and come all the way up. Let's just grab our ball and either come into a cross leg or a long leg, whichever feels best for you. And we're just going to hold the ball out in front of us, just between the palm of your hands. So we're going to go through our shoulder blade movement here. So just find neutral to start. And as you inhale, I want you to gently squeeze the ball and let your shoulder blades come forward. As you exhale, release the tension on the ball and draw your shoulder blades back. Inhale, forward, gently squeeze the ball. Exhale, release, draw your shoulder blades back. So as you're going through this motion, I want you to feel, keep going guys, inhale forward. And exhale back. Just make sure your shoulder blades are not lifting as you retract. So shoulders forward, gently squeeze. And then as you come back, I want you to feel like the bottom of your shoulder blades working as well. So shoulder blades forward, gently squeeze, drawing back and down. And 2 more times, forward, gently squeeze. Release, draw back and together. And 1 more time, forward and squeeze the ball, release the ball, bring it gently back. Find your neutral position, lift your arms overhead, but not like right way back here, just slightly in front of your face. And let's relax those shoulders down to start. We're going to inhale, shoulder blades rise up, gently squeeze the ball. Exhale, release the ball, shoulder blades come down. Inhale, shoulder blades up. Yeah, feel free to find another position with your legs if this is getting uncomfortable. Shoulder blades down. So I want you guys to notice when we're going into different movements, if you feel like your shoulder blades are creeping up to your ears, try and soften them down and away from your ears. We don't want to jam them down really intensely. One more time, shoulder blades rise. Notice how that feels. Draw them all the way down and then just release to that middle position and then lower your arms down. And let's just put the ball to the side and then just roll those shoulders out a little bit. Sometimes that's just a lot of tension that accumulates just from doing those movements, and then reverse that. All right, so we're going to come off of our little seated pad here, or the little prop that you're sitting on, and let's come down onto the floor, ball between your thighs. Just gently squeezing that ball. And we're going to just find our imprint and release move. So that's going into imprint and neutral. So you can put your hands onto, let's just put them onto the front of your pelvis like we do in melt for tuck and tilt. So fingertips on your pubic bone, heel of your hand across the top of your hip bones, little curve on your back. Take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to gently squeeze the ball. Come into imprint using your abdominal muscles. So we're not squeezing the bum here, right? We've got our inner thighs working to help our core work. As you inhale, just simply untuck the ball or untuck your pelvis, release the ball. Sorry, I was thinking of two things and blended them. Exhale, imprint, gently squeeze the ball. Inhale, back to neutral, release the ball. So notice as you're going through this, can you just keep your rib cage kind of stable and quiet and just have your pelvis move? I like to put my hands on my low ribs and just try and like even give them a little shake, kind of like, okay, this is where my ribs are, brain, just helping me to know that. And you want to try and keep the ribs stable and the pelvis is just coming into your imprint. So a little tuck and then back to neutral. Let's try that 2 more times. Coming into a tuck and then back to neutral. This is our way of just really kind of being mindful about what we're doing, noticing how our body's moving today, and then release. I want you guys to come back to neutral, take the ball out from between your thighs and just hold on to it for a second or just have it by your side. And we're going to go into a tabletop together. So come into your imprint. And then we're going to lift one leg up into tabletop, find that connection into your core, lift the other leg into tabletop. You're going to take your ball, place it behind your right leg. Okay, so you're just going to kind of place it right up behind your knee, kind of as close as you can. If you've got the orange ball, is anybody using the orange ball? We can use the blue ball, is probably the easier one for this. So we're going to keep the left side in tabletop and we're going to move the right side. So what I want you to do is take your left hand, place your arms straight and the heel of your hand just kind of pressing into the front of your thigh. And then just gently squeeze the ball. I don't want a big, huge squeeze on this ball, just enough to hold it in place. Your bum on the right side is going to be what's working here. Your pelvis is staying in that imprint. And we're going to toe tap. Let's do 6 times on one side. So tap down and up. Keep the pressure on the left side and moving the left or the right side down and up. Keep your pelvis nice and stable. So let's inhale down, exhale up. 3 more times. For 1 and up. Keep the pressure on the left side and moving the right side down and up. And 1 more time, inhale down and up. Let's switch sides. So take the ball out of the left side, put it in, out of the right side, put it into the left side. And then your right hand is on your right thigh. Just a gentle pressure on the ball. Find that connection in your core. And we're going to lower down and up using your bum. Lower down and up. Okay, I changed the breath there, didn't I? So whatever works best for you. So if I feel like when I lower down, I need to really connect into my core, but you might find lifting up is harder. Okay, let's do 2 more. Lowering down and up. And again, lower down and up. Let's take the ball, put it underneath the right foot, and then place the left foot down on the floor. And after doing that, I want to just release our hips a little bit, because I don't know about you, but I felt that in my hip flexor. So finding that connection into your core, let's just take a breath in. As you exhale, make your SH sound and find that deep connection. On your next inhale, allow the right knee to lower to the side and straighten that leg away. Rotate the leg to parallel and then pull it back in. So out to the side and away. Rotate and pull back in. 2 more times. Lower the leg down and away. Rotate, pull back up. And 1 more time. Out to the side and away. Keep your pelvis nice and stable. Rotate and pull back up. Let's switch sides. So left side, foot under the ball. Keep your pelvis nice and stable. Breathe in and out just to connect into that core. Keep that connection and inhale. Let the leg lower out. Straighten away. Rotate. I like to flex my ankle to pull in, so I'm using my hamstring a little bit. So out to the side and away. Rotate and pull back in. 2 more times with that, and just feeling like your pelvis is staying nice and stable. You're not counterbalancing with the opposite leg. You're really working through the core. And 1 more time. Out to the side and away. Rotate and pull back in. So now we're going to grab that ball again. I just picked it up with my feet, and we're going to put it between your thighs. So if you happen to have, I like to put my weights by my head. If you happen to have your hand weights, convenient, the lighter ones, then just place them down by your side. If you don't have them, it's not the end of the world for this one. So let's just gently squeeze the ball, find that little connection. We're going to just do some hip rolls to start. Okay, so knees are bent, feet are flat. If you can, your heels are fairly close to being under your knees. Neutral pelvis, take a breath in. And as you exhale, gently squeeze the ball, come into your imprint. Press into your feet, start to lift your hips and roll up to your shoulder blades. Once you're in the full bridge, remember we want knees, hips, and toes to be in close, a fairly good lineup. Just really working on not lifting too much with the ribs, so keep those ribs gently folded, squeezing the ball. Take a breath in. As you exhale, keep the glutes on as you slowly start to lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming back to neutral. Take a breath in and exhale into your imprint, pressing into your feet and slowly rolling up. Breathing in, and as you exhale, just allowing your body just to softly roll down. Keep the front of your chest relaxed. Keep that gentle squeeze of the ball and roll through your imprint. Let's do that 1 more time, and then we're going to add a little arm movement into this. So into your imprint and slowly rolling up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to feel that nice connection into your core and glutes to support you as you lower down. Notice how things are feeling in through your spine. Find your neutral. Grab your little hand weights and lift your hands up toward the ceiling. This is just going to give you a little bit of extra resistance as we go in through some, let's do arm circles today. So we're going to tuck the pelvis, roll up into our bridge, and hold this position. Keep your hips lifted. Bring your arms just overhead a little bit and then out to the side, circling them around and bring them back to a center. So inhale as you reach them overhead and exhale as you circle them around. Now you might find this is going to feel a little different with the hand weights than if you didn't have them. You might find your range of motion is a little smaller. So let's bring the circles in the opposite direction. So now come down through the middle, out through the side, and bring them back in together. Keep those glutes on. Down through the middle, out through the side. Let's inhale as we sweep up and exhale down. One more time, inhale out and exhale. Let's bring our arms just right to the ceiling over our body and then slowly lower back down. We'll try that one more time, and this time we'll do our scissors. So keeping our feet grounded, we're gonna come into imprint with our pelvis, press into your feet, slowly roll up. Keep that nice long line, knees, hips to shoulders. As you exhale, one arm comes overhead, other arm by the side of your hip. Inhale, lift your arms back up. And exhale to separate. Inhale back together. And again, exhale, separate. Keep those glutes on. Back together. Boy, my body is definitely fighting moving today. And one more time, left arm over, right arm by the side. Lift your arms up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower back down. Let's lower those arms down, release the hand weights, and then just take the ball out. Pull your knees to your chest and just rock from side to side. And then let's just roll over onto your side to come on up to a seated position. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Definitely noticing with the winds that have come in recently, it's way drier here. All right, so now we're just going to warm up our abs a little bit. Placing that ball behind your chest. And we're just going to go into our extension and ab prep, and then we're going to actually add in hundreds today. So the ball is behind your shoulder blades. Remember that the higher it is, the more, well, let me just say here, I actually find if you want to have, so I wouldn't put it any higher than probably the bottom part of your shoulder blades. You could always go a little lower. It's just going to be a little less stable. But around kind of the bottom point of those shoulder blades. Pelvis is staying neutral. And we're going to inhale and extend over the ball. So really nice way to open up your chest, elbows wide, keep your head well supported. And nod your head, curl and round up. Let's inhale and extend back. So just start to let your body find the shape of the ball. Think soft front of the chest, elbows wide, collarbones open. I don't know about you, but I get really tight through the front of my chest. This feels really nice. Let's nod your head, curl and round up. And again, let's do that 2 more times. So breathing in, opening up wide. Your head, if you're on a small ball with like me, your head is touching the floor, but that's not your goal. It's more the goal to open up through the chest. Let's try that one more time. So inhale, open up that chest, feel that nice extension. And then nod your head, curling up. So now I'm actually going to move the ball a little lower just to support me in flexion so that when I curl up, my head is staying relatively over my shoulders here, okay? So let's just do little pulses. We're just gonna curl up and back. If you want arms by your side, curl up and back. Keep your pelvis neutral. You can have one arm behind your head and one arm behind your side, or you can keep both hands back behind your head, whatever feels best, okay? We're gonna do 4 more. 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hands back behind your head. Move the ball up a little higher. Extend over the ball. Nice big inhale. Okay, so now we're going to work this into our hundreds. So nod your head, curl, roll up, and then move the ball a little lower again, just so that you've got that nice lift. So again, with hands, you can have them both by your side, one by your side, or just have them behind your head. Okay, so I'm going to start off with both my hands down. Keep that deep connection with your core, and we're going to start to pulse. I want you to breathe into the ball. And exhale, blow out. Breathing into the ball and exhale out. Taking a nice deep breath in and out. And again, breath in and out. We're halfway there. We're going to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and try to keep your body all the way up if you can, not bouncing your body, just pulsing your arm. And 2 more breaths. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands back behind your head, move the ball up a little bit. Let's inhale and open that chest. And exhale and curl back up. All right, so we're going to come off of the ball. We're going to put it back between the thighs. We're going to do another little hip lift exercise. This time, we want the heavier weights. All right, so I'm using just a 3-pound weight here. We're actually going to go into a chest press, okay? So pick the weight that feels best for you. I'm trying to add in and learn a little bit more about doing some weights, even just a little bit heavier weights, because it's just so good for our bone density. And also bridging is really good as well, as it's putting a little bit of gentle pressure on our spine. So just put your hands, weights by the side for now. So last time we did our hip rolls. This time we're going to just do our hip lift. So the difference is hip rolls articulate through the spine and we roll up. The hip lift is just your neutral spine and lift it right up. Fold at the hips and lower back down. So your goal is to actually keep your pelvis nice and neutral. So let's just try a couple of those. Keep your pelvis in that neutral little curve under your back. Take a breath in and then just exhale, push into your feet. Feel that connection right around the low part of your glutes. Lift your hips up. So you're in, your end destination is the same. So same long line. Take a breath in as you exhale, fold at the hips and lower back down. So gently squeeze the ball, press into your feet, lift up. Breathe in, fold at the hips, lower back down. One more time. We're going to press into your feet, lift your hips up, fold, and lower back down. So let's just stay down for a moment. Grab your weights. And I want you to lift them up to the sky, but bring your, when you come down, I want you to bring your elbows wide, but keep your weights kind of over your shoulder, right? So not like super close in, but a little bit of a lift. And when you're holding this position, I want you to notice, I just noticed my back was arching a little bit. So let's just soften those ribs down, but keep your pelvis neutral. So breathe in, exhale, press up. Inhale, lower back down. Exhale, press up. Gently squeeze the ball. Inhale, lower back down. We're not in the bridge yet, guys. We're just doing our arms. So press just arms up. Inhale down. And let's do that one more time. Press up and down. Now we're just going to do one arm at a time. So press the right arm up and down. Press the left arm up and down. So think about the weight being right over your shoulder the whole time, and your elbow is just pressing out to the side. Okay, so now we're going to add in that hip lift. So just like as we press our arms up, our hips are lifting. As we lower our arms, our hips are folding. So exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. 2 more times. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. And the next one, I want you to hold up, press up with your bridge and stay there. So press up. Now we're just going to bend the right arm down and up. Bend the left arm down and up. Keep the bridge. One more time either side. Right arm down and up, and left arm down and up. Let's take a breath in, and then let's maybe roll down through your spine just to relieve that tension. And then bring the arms down by your side. Whew. Okay, let's just hold this position, turn the palms to face into each other, and then we're just going to do some arm curls. So we're just going to curl in and out. Curl in and out. Now I want you to try and keep your upper arm in a hover, so your arm's not resting. And if this is too intense for whatever reason on you, you can change the arm weight. Okay, let's do 2 more. Curl in and out. Keep your core on. Keep a gentle pressure on the ball. In and out. Hold the left arm still and just curl the right arm in and out. Hold the right arm still. Curl the left one in and out. Right arm again. Curl in and out. And left arm in and out. Bring those weights over your chest. We're going to do 1 more repetition. Okay, so with the bridge, we're going to press up, arms up, and fold, lower down. Press up to the ceiling, hips and arms, lower back down. 3 more times, pressing up, pressing into the feet, glutes are lifting, lower everything down, back to neutral. And 2 more times, press and down. Make sure when you're coming up into your bridge, you keep squeezing the ball. And let's come up and stay up. Let's hold the right arm still, bend the left arm down and up. Right arm down and up. Left arm down, keep the glutes on and up. And 1 more time, right arm down and up. Take a breath in, melting everything down. And then this time we're going to keep the arms up, take the palm of your hands to turn in, and we're just going to do a little tricep press. So bring the weights down by the side of your face and then straighten all the way up. Bend, keep the abs on, straighten those arms up. Let's do 4 more. Bend and straighten. 3 more. Bend and straighten. Last 2, keeping good form. Weights or ribs are staying heavy. And last 1. And then let's just lower your arms down by your side and let those weights go. And then release your body and your tension. And then when you're ready, let's get the ball out of the way. We're going to roll over, come on up to a seated position. So I don't know, what do you guys think of that? Nice to add in some extra little weights and do a little tiny bit of weight training and mix it in with Pilates. So I'm going to grab our band. And I still have the ball. We're going to go into kind of a half rollback series. All right, so for this one, I love having the ball between our thighs because it gives us that extra connection into our adductors. And oh, you know what? If you want to sit on a cushion for this, I'm just staring at mine here, realizing that might be a good idea. You can lift your hips up onto a cushion. Make sure you've got room to roll back. And then we're going to add the band onto this today. So take the band, find the middle of it, and then place it around the ball of your foot. So what's really important here is that you get your toes kind of covered by the band as well. So I'm not sure if you can see, I've got like basically the whole top half of my foot. So I find it best to just grab the band. I'm coming in from the outside and I'm holding onto it like a ski pole. So my thumb is on the top end, my pinky's on the bottom end, and the band is just coming straight through. So nice and tall with your body here. And you're gonna hold your arms out in front of you. I've got my knuckles facing each other and just a little soft elbow. So nice and tall, gently squeezing the ball. Take a breath in. As you exhale, we're gonna tuck the pelvis, Roll back, and I want you to kind of release your hips a little bit. So don't grip in through your legs. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, keep your hands in kind of close to your chest. Round that whole shape forward. You're going to release the tension on the band. Restack your spine nice and tall. Breathing in. Exhale, tuck and roll back. So now here's the thing, you guys. This band doesn't have to be insanely taut. The tauter the band, the more support you're getting. So if you want less support, relieve the tension on your band. Breathe in. As you exhale, round forward. The band's going to get super slack if you let the tension go all the way up. So more tension, more support, less tension, less support. Breathing in, exhale, squeeze the ball, tuck and roll down. Take a breath in. Exhale, round that shape forward, release the tension on the band, restack. Okay, one more time. This is a great way just to kind of get that core connection. See if you can release those tight hips a little bit. Breathing in. See if you can come back a little further, round that shape forward, lengthen all the way up. Okay, we're going to add a little bit of arm exercise here. So when we're in the roll back, we want to have some tension. I think what I want to do is I want to just lift and lower our arms, but I don't want this to be insane because then it's going to really bug your shoulder. So if you have your hands kind of coming in like a ski pole, you're going to want to lift your arm and lower. This is going to work the top of the shoulder. I don't want it up into the upper traps. Okay, so let's just come out of this. So I'm actually finding a lighter tension is a little bit better, but make sure you've got enough, like a few inches on the top so it doesn't slide out of your hands. Okay, so let's keep our arms long and out in front of us. Take a breath in. And let's exhale, gently squeeze the ball, lower down. Make sure you don't have a ton of tension in those upper traps. Keep the core on, and we're just gonna lift up and lower down. Arms lift up and lower down. So we're feeling this in the top of the shoulders. Arms lift up and down. 2 more times, arms lift up and down. Keep squeezing the ball, arms up and down. Arms are down, take a breath in. Exhale, round everything forward, lengthen all the way back up. So now we're gonna go into our airplane move. So now we're gonna, what's the best way to hold this? Oh, you know what I think I might do? Let's cross the band. So just cross your band, and then we're going to turn the palms facing up. Let's just practice this without being in the curve. Palms facing up, and you want your thumb, like you're hitchhiking, to lead the way. So arms are going to come out to the side and away. Out to the side and away. Long arms, you guys. Make sure your arms are not bending because I want this to come from the back of the shoulder. So for those of you that have done reformer work, we're just doing, usually it's palm facing down with pinkies leading, but today we're going to do a palm facing up. Okay, so let's bring the arms out in front of us, nice and tall. Take a breath in. Exhale, tuck, roll down. Breath in, squeeze the ball. Exhale, arms wide. Inhale, arms narrow. Exhale, arms wide. Inhale, arms narrow. We're working the shoulders, not the upper traps, so not into the neck. Arms wide and in. Last 2. Arms wide and in. Last one. Arms wide and in. Take a breath in. Exhale, round everything forward. Lengthen all the way back up. Let's keep the band crossed, and we're just going to add in a rotation. Okay, so still holding on the same way. So we're going to keep one arm in front and rotate to the side, right? So we'll be in that flexion, but we're going to feel the tension switch from side to side. So nice and tall, take a breath in. Exhale, squeezing the ball, roll back. Take a breath in, keep your left arm forward. Exhale, rotate to the right and pull back. Inhale, back to center. Left side, Rotate, pulling back with the arm, but using your core to help you. Inhale back to center. One more time, either side. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back to center. And last one. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, round that shape forward. Lengthen all the way up. One more time, we're going to start in the opposite direction. So exhale to roll back. Breathing in. Exhale, rotate left. Inhale back to center. This is more ab than arm. So don't let your arms do all the work. Think about abdominals really rotating you. One more time on either side. And last one. I think we're going to feel this tomorrow, you guys. Okay, breathing in, breath in, round forward. Come all the way up. Let's let that band go for now. And come off your little cushion. I don't think, oh, we might need it one more time a little bit later. So we'll leave it out here. All right, so now we're gonna go into our ab series. No props for this, just move them out of the way. Hopefully mine don't fall on the floor. Come down onto the floor. So I wanted to just, we haven't yet really in this class series gone through our ab exercises. So I wanna just go back to basics with this one. Single leg stretch, oblique, and basic double leg stretch. So for this one, we're on the floor. If you want a little cushion behind your head, you can put that there, but we are going to be curling up. Come into imprint and then lift one leg into tabletop and then the other. So for this first one, we're going to keep your hands, actually for all of them, we're going to keep our hands behind our head today. So interlace those fingers, hands behind your head. Elbows are lifted slightly so you see them in your periphery. Take a breath in, little head nod. Exhale, curl up. So come up as high as you can. And then we're just going to reach one leg long and pull it in. We're going to start slow. Reach the other leg long and pull it in. And as you do this, I want you to think bum working to straighten your leg, quad to finish. Second leg long and in. So now we can go a little quicker. We can reach and reach, reach and reach. So exhale out and out, reach long and out for 4 on each side and 3, 2 and 1. Okay, so now bring both legs back to center. Let's lower our upper body down just to give ourselves a little break. Over time, we're going to just continually go through this, but today we're just going to take it a little slower. All right, so now we're going to go into our obliques. So little head nod, curl up. So now rotate to your bent knee and center. Rotate to bent knee and center. Rotate and center. Now I want you to notice when you're doing this, do you feel your body rocking from side to side? Can you keep your weight equal in the center of your body? So think pelvis is staying stable and rotate and center. Rotate and center. Let's do the last few a little quicker. So we're going to rotate and rotate. Rotate and rotate 2 more times. 1 and 2. Oh, we can feel those abs working. Bring your legs to center. Open or lower your upper body down and just bring your knees into your chest. Okay, we got one last one here. So with that oblique, I just want to take a pause. If you felt like you were really shifting from side to side, that can actually be related to core instability. So if you're a melter doing like inner thigh, glide and shear, rebalance sequence, those things can really help with finding that stability in your core. All right, so last one is double leg stretch. Hands back behind your head, legs tabletop. Little head nod, curl up. Elbows are in your periphery. So both legs are reaching out. Pull them back in. Bum is working. Reach those legs long. Pull it back in. Make sure your pelvis is staying in that imprint. Reach long and pull it in. We're going to do 4 more. 4. Shh. And 3. Bum working. and 2, and last one. Bring those knees in, lower one foot down, then the other, and your upper body. Okay, that is gonna get easier over time. Let's roll over and we're gonna go onto all fours. If you did a little hand melt at the beginning, grab your ball and just do some friction. If you didn't do a hand melt at the beginning, you can still grab a ball and do some friction. This is just gonna give you a little bit of more fluid moving through that lymphatic system, just to kind of help support you through this. So today we're gonna add a little bit onto our swimming prep series. So light hand weight. Kind of bring a light hand weight up near the front of your body. So we're just gonna start off with our cat stretch and just have your weights just kind of in front of you. All right, so hands under shoulders, knees under hips, pelvis is neutral. So we're wanting to feel that nice connection in our core to support us. Feet and legs are relaxed. You're kneeling on a cushion if you need that extra little cush for your knee. Let's take a breath in. As you exhale, I want you to find that connection in your core. Feel that hollowing out sensation through your tummy. Tail drops to the floor and eventually head drops to the floor. You're feeling that nice arch through your back. If you know you arch more through the upper back than the lower back, try and relax the upper back and focus more on that low back. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, lengthen out from tail to head. And again, breathing in. And then exhale, tuck your pelvis, scoop your abs, round your back, drop your head, push into the floor with your hands and feel that stretch on your back body. Breathe into your back body. And then exhale, lengthening out from tail to head. 2 more times, breathing in. And exhale. Tucking your pelvis, scooping your abs, rounding your body, drop your head, drop your tail. Breathing in, and then exhale, lengthening out from tail to head. One last one, breathing in, and exhale. Find that connection in your core. See if you can round that low back just a little more. Breathing into the back body. And lengthening out from tail to head. All right, so you're gonna grab your hand weight with your right hand. Your weight on your hands is going into the left hand. Straighten your left leg out behind you. Straighten your right arm out in front of you. So your foot and your hand are still touching, but we're going to find our nice long balance. So as you exhale, lift your arm up and your leg up. Inhale, just tap everything down. So exhale, float up. Find the tension in your body. So press into your hand and your foot. Exhale, reach long. And inhale down. And again, 2 more times. Exhale, lift your leg with your bum, lift your arm with your shoulder. So the muscle in the top of your arm. And 1 more time, that's your deltoid and down. So when I talk about top of the shoulder, it's like this area, not into the upper trap, right? All right, so opposite side, right leg long, left hand onto the weight, left arm long. Push into your supporting hand, find your core strength. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, tap down. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, back down. We're gonna do 4 more. Reaching long and down. 3 more, lifting long and down. Last 2, reach long and down. And last one, reach long and down. This sequence, we're gonna leave it at that today, but we're gonna build on this one next week, okay? So we're gonna start to work on holding our balance and adding in some arm exercises for that one. So just wanted to put that in your brain. All right, I want to move on to our side leg series. So we're going to use our band. So we're gonna lie on your side, doesn't matter which side you start on. And gonna take our band, find the middle of it, and we're gonna put it around your top foot. So I want you kind of find, the middle of it. I want you to think about if you've ever done, I think everybody here has done Pilates on the reformer with me, or maybe Trisha, you probably haven't, but regardless, you'll be able to do this. But this is kind of like doing feet in straps if you're side lying. So you want to kind of choke up on the band. You're going to just hold it all in your top arm. I'm just going to put the band down for a second. I want you to find neutral position with your pelvis. So make sure you're not sinking down to the floor. You're feeling one hip stacked upon the other. And then you're going to hold onto the band and just kind of anchor your elbow into your rib cage or your waist and hold this arm really still. So you're going to be able to fiddle with the tension of the band, but just kind of find a gentle tautness in your band right now, not a ton of tension. Okay, and then I want you to straighten your leg away, but hold your arm still. So don't let your arm follow your leg, and then bend back in just to 90 degrees. So exhale, press the leg out, and inhale back in. So just find that tension in the band where you don't feel too much strain on your neck or shoulders. Exhale, press out. So feel your bum work to initiate the movement of your leg straightening, and finish it with your thigh. And keep your top leg lifted up at hip height. So what we don't want is our leg dropping down to the floor. So keep it lifted. Okay, 2 more times. Press out. Come back in. And this time, press it out and hold it here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a kick forward. So as you kick forward, you're going to lose some tension in the band, but I want you to make sure you keep your pelvis neutral so you're not tucking here. And then sweep the leg back, feel your bum pull your leg back. So we're going to sweep the leg forward, kick it forward, pelvis stays neutral. Don't let your foot drop to the floor, lift it up higher. Sweep it back. So this is going to work our side hip. So I don't want you to keep let your foot drop. I want you to keep that leg nice and level, like you're sweeping it on a shelf. That's going all the way around forward, and sweep it back. Last 2, bring the leg forward and back. Looking good, you guys. Gizmo, you're doing a good job watching all of us, buddy. That's Darcia's little puppy on her couch. I don't know if you can see him there. All right, so now keep your leg reaching long and away from you. Glute is on. We're going to do little circles. Each direction for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to reverse it. So bring it back up, forward, and down. For 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work, you guys. Woo. Okay, that kind of gives us a little bit of support, but also a little bit of resistance. Flip it over to the other side. Using all these props has been kind of fun. Helps me to be a little more creative and gives us some fun new things to try. And for those of you who aren't on equipment or doing equipment, then it's just kind of a nice option, right? To kind of mimic some of those equipment things. So hips are stacked one on top of the other. You can even kind of start with your leg long if you want. Bottom leg is nice and relaxed. Elbows tucked into your side, and then just bend that top knee in. And you want it just to be very slightly taut. And also make sure your knee's not dropping down or lifting up, so your leg is parallel to the floor. As you exhale, press back. Start with your bum, finish with your thigh. Inhale, bend and bring the leg forward. Exhale, press back. Now, when you press back, make sure your back does not arch. So keep your core working. Bend and bring it forward. Press back. And sweep forward. Pressing long. sweeping forward. Let's do 4 more. So feel that bum working on the back of your body to extend the leg. Feel the top of your hip. So our side hip muscle working to keep your leg lifted parallel to the floor. Make sure that leg doesn't drop down, so keep it lifted. Last 2. And last one, we're going to keep it reaching long. Make sure the tension in your shoulder is you're not gripping up and through your upper traps, right? So try and focus on that arm. So sweep that leg forward. The tension will release. You're going to get a stretch through the leg and sweep it back. Use your bum muscle to sweep back. So hinge forward. Keep your pelvis neutral, no tucking. Find a stretch through the back of the leg. Press back. Try and find a stretch through the front of the hip without arching your back. So abs stay on to stabilize that pelvis, sweeping forward and back. Let's do 3 more. Forward and back. And let's do 2 more. Forward and back. And last one. Forward and back. Keep that leg reaching long, and we're going to circle 6 times. So up, back, down, and forward. 5 more. 4. So it's like the size of, I don't know, a serving platter. 3, 2, 1, and reverse the direction. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoa. Okay, release that band. And let's come up to a seated position. If you want to grab your cushion, we're going to just do a couple of last movements. So I'm just going to sit on my little cushion with my legs extended. So I invite you to do the same thing if you can. If this is really uncomfortable to have your legs long, you can always just bend your knees. So whatever feels comfortable for you. If you really want to grab a chair, you can sit on a chair as well. So hands on top of your thighs. And if you can, flex your feet. Okay, so we want to try and get a little stretch to the back body, nice and tall with your spine. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bringing chin towards chest, rounding forward, slide your hands towards your feet. Take a breath into your back body, and then exhale, lengthen all the way up. Breathing in nice and tall. Exhale, chin towards chest, rounding forward. See if you can come a little more forward. Breathing in. Exhale, lengthen all the way up. And again, breath in, nice and tall. Exhale, rounding forward. Flexing over your thighs, finding that nice little stretch in the back of your legs. Take a breath into your back body. Exhale, lengthen all the way up. Bringing your arms out in front of you, your little genie arm. Nice and tall with your body, we're going to do some spine twist. Breath in. Exhale, let's rotate to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the right. Back to center. We're going to move this into saw. So arms are going to come out to the side. As you rotate to the left, your right arm comes forward, left arm back, and you're going to just rotate so the palm of your hand faces up to the ceiling. As you come forward, reach your right arm forward, left arm back, forward fold over your left leg. Restack your spine all the way up. Come back to center, both palms are facing forward. Okay, rotate tall to the right. Left arm forward, right arm back. Dive forward, reach towards your toes. Inhale, restack your spine. Come back to center. Exhale. Inhale to the left side, reach tall. Exhale, round forward, reach with your hands in opposite directions. So one forward, one back. Stay rotated, lengthen your spine up. Come back to center, nice and tall. One more time to this side, rotate, reach long, round forward, reach hands forward and back. Lengthen all the way up. Come back to center, lower your arms. We're going to finish with a little side bend. So we're going to move our cushion out of the way and just stack your knees one on top of the other. We're going to come into kind of a little plank into a side bend. So your hand is coming onto the floor, kind of halfway between the distance between your hip and your hand. So not too far back and not too far forward, just sort of somewhere in the middle. So let's just start off coming into a little side plank. So maybe put your top hand on your waist. So when you come into your plank, you're going to push into your hand, squeeze your bum, and come up into your side plank and then lower right back down. You might need to move your hand a little away. I'm realizing that. Okay, so we're going to come up into our side plank. So glutes on and then lower back down. So now what we can do is come into a little side bend. So take your top hand by your side. As you lift up into your side bend, I want you to lift your waist to the sky and come into your little arch. And then lower your hips, lower back down. Good, guys. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, lift up and over. Push into your hand and lower back down. So you want to feel as you're pushing into your hand, you're lifting your body up and away. I want you to feel like your waist is lifting to the sky. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift your waist up to the sky and lower back down. Okay, let's switch everything over to the other side. Legs are stacked, hand is between your hip and shoulder, a little bit away. Let's go into the side plank first, just to see if we've got our distance right. So we're going to just lift up and back down. So you're kind of shifting your body weight forward onto your knee, up and down. So now let's add in the whole arm or side bend. So long arm, we're going to lift up. Now feel like your waist is coming to the sky, your glutes are on, and lower back down. Let's try that again. Lift up, inner thighs together, glutes on. I realized I wasn't doing that last time. And lower back down. Good work. Last 2. Lift up and over. You guys are getting so strong. Good work. And last one. Inhale, lift up, glutes on, hips on, and down. All right. There you go. Good workout, you guys.